UFC St. Louis has just ended, and Derek Lewis has done it again, as some of us may have predicted. But there were maybe some other fights that didn't go exactly as I predicted. We're going to be giving a quick recap of every fight on the card, starting from the bottom, ending at the top. So let me know in the comments what bets you cashed. If you might have got the bad end of a ref or a judge tonight, as some of us. But let's start from the bottom, man. First fight on the card. It did start a little slow, but it did pick up. This first fight, Veronica Hardy, JJ Aldrich. We knew Hardy was going to have a speed advantage. I did think she's been making some big improvements. That is 3 wins in a row. And she showed it. I thought this fight was a coin toss. This was one of like 3 fights on this card that I thought was super close. My only confident take on the fight was that it was going to go to decision. And it did go to decision, which did cash the first leg of a bet. Of a parlay, and the second leg was this second fight, Charles Johnson versus Jake Hadley. I did pick Charles Johnson. I thought it would be close. It was pretty close, but he did make it pretty clear. That would have been a pretty crazy decision, especially after that knockdown in the second. We did also have the over 43.5 significant strikes, minus 150. That was easy money. And if y'all don't already, check DraftKings. It used to just be Bet365 that would do the strike totals. They've been slacking on those lately. Drop them on Friday. It's only on like a couple fights. So DraftKings is doing it now. So check out for those. That was an easy cash. 43.5. He landed like 75 significant strikes. And the over cash. So the parlay on that did cash. The parlay with JJ and versus Hardy both go to decision, minus 130, the minus 150 for the over and the strikes. And yeah, congrats to Charles Johnson, man. He's looking a lot better lately. And honestly, I like his style. He's cool. So looking forward to see what's next. Next up, man, this fight was a banger. Got fight of the night. Trey Waters, Billy Goff. My God, these dudes are going to war, man. Trey Waters, the striking defense isn't great, but dude's tough. He's got a chin. And my God, Billy Goff as well. Super tough. Super just, they're both dogs, Billy just kept coming forward. He'd walk into some big shots, land some big shots of his own. I thought, honestly, Billy might have edged it, and I picked Trey to win. I had no bet on this fight whatsoever. I knew it would be a scrap, but I picked Trey to win. I honestly thought maybe you could make... I was so caught up in just watching that, I'd have to go back and score, but I thought Billy could have edged it. I thought 30-27 for Trey Waters was kind of crazy, but Trey gets it done. You can't really be mad at it, but 30-27 is crazy. Next up, we had Tabitha Ricci taking on Tecia Torres. Look, I'm biased here. I thought Tecia Torres won, Ricci landed that good knee. Other than that knee, what did she do? She failed a bunch of takedowns. Oh, she got one at the end of round 1 after clearly getting outstruck the whole round. I didn't even look at the scorecard because it's just too annoying. If she would have won this decision, it would have been a positive night. Just frustrating. I thought she won the decision. We did cash the over, which was the first leg of my second passive parlay. But let me know in the comments who you thought won this fight. I just thought Pennington landed the better shots on the feet, stuffed all but one takedown. The takedown she did nothing with. So when have they been scoring that? If anything, if you're scoring the grappling, okay, that should be on the side of Pennington. Because honestly, if you go out there and spend 10 minutes of a 15-minute fight trying to get a takedown and you don't really basically get any, I don't know. And then what did she do on the feet besides that one good knee? Next fight, though, we missed out on that. McKinney eats a huge head kick. Hey, ain't nothing like missing a ticket in 30 seconds. But, hey, respect to Ribovics. I knew he was tough. It's not that I didn't, sleep on him. It's just McKinney at that number. I just always think he is live. At the end of the day, obviously, egg on my face. But, respect to Ribovics. Looking forward to see the next one. Next up, though, we had... This one hurt, man. The Torres decision hurt, but this one, he gets him down, and I'm more worried about, man, Hooper's going to knock him out in the first, and I had the round 2, 3,300, round 3, 4,600 by knockout. And literally, go look at the tweet. People are like, Hooper knockout, bro? What are you smoking? And I'm like, okay. And the only way I was about to lose that at first was he was about to knock him out too quick. knock him out on the feet almost. Then he gets on top of him, starts whooping his ass. Man, I got bit by a freaking, or stung by a bee. I didn't even know I was allergic, but been stung before and never did that. But look at my freaking arm. It's crazy. But, anyways, round 2, I mean, they could have stopped that fight like 5 times. And they don't stop it, and then they stop it when the dude didn't even tap. It's like, does Keith Peterson, did you have Hooper by sub, or what's up? I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about that. They could have stopped that fight for a TKO like genuinely at least 3 times, and then they stop it when it shouldn't have been stopped. Just ridiculous. It would have been a great night if that cashed, let alone if Pennington would have also got her decision. But hey, it happens. You get good bounces sometimes, you get bad bounces other times. Next up, man. This one obviously hurts way less than missing the bet, but these ones always hurt the next worst, is because, I knew all week, man, this Rebellis dude is such a fraud. I just don't know if Waldo, a boxer, is going to be the one to do it. In the end, man, he gets that takedown in the first, and I just am kicking myself. Didn't bet this fight, but, we knew it's dog or pass, and, I wish I would have took it, but, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Waldo fraud checks this dude. Not much more to say, man. Takes him down as a boxer, is out there taking him down easily. There was a couple of moments where I was like, is he getting tired? But in the end, scrapes it out, gets it done, puts a beating on him at the end there. Rebellis, bro. Big fraud check. There was 3 fraud checks tonight. We're going to get to the other 2 here in a bit. But Sean Woodson, Alex Caceres. I saw some people saying they thought Caceres won. Again, it went about exactly how I thought this fight would. This was the second leg to my second passive parlay with Tisha and Richie go to decision. Minus 128 for the parlay. Cash, of course. It was a closest, competitive decision on the feet like I figured it would be. Sean Woodson, I thought he landed more of the better shots, but, maybe I had to have to rewatch it. Obviously, I am also biased, but Sean gets it done, thankfully. Doesn't matter for this next part of the parlay, but it does cash the over, which is good. We move on to my one. This was the one time where I bit, and I did get him at a better line, positive EV and all that. But Diego Ferreira, Matus Rebecki, I got Rebecki at minus 470. 270. Some people were betting him 400, minus 500. So I'm thinking at least I got the plus EV. Well, plus EV doesn't matter when it doesn't cash. Diego, by the second round, halfway through the second round, I'm looking at it. I'm like, I don't even need to. I could turn this off. Like, it's over. This fight's done. And it's not like I literally, even before the tides had truly turned, and he had his moments, I knew the fight was over. I was looking at him. I was like, oh, Ferreira's not going out of there that easily. And Rebecki's toasted. So, gets finished. Breaks my second leg of that Woodson parlay. But, we cashed 2 of the 3 parlays. We move on to this one. The last bet I made of the week. It's just plus 225 on Minifield. You just never know he's going to come in there and just literally, run at a high-level kickboxer. But, it is what it is. Plus 225. There's not much to say about the fight. It lasted 1 exchange. Minifield ran at him, gets countered, gets knocked out. You can't foresee stuff like that. But at least if you lose a bet like that, it's going to be big plus money. Co-main event, man. This was a fun fight for being decently low output in the beginning. I mean, there was 15 strikes landed in the first round, but it was still pretty exciting. Buckley did a little bit of wrestling. Ruzaboyev tried to snatch up a couple subs. He was sniping. He landed a couple shots on the outside, but I jumped on the Minifield last minute, but I didn't on the Buckley, and this was the last bet. I was like, no, I had the round, doesn't start round 3, which, oh, man, don't get me started. There was opportunities, but, Buckley was patient as he should be. Man is just, they look like such just 2 weight classes apart in there. I mean, Buckley is thick, but, my God, Ruzaboyev's frame is, twice his size. But, I was glad Buckley got it done. Wish I would have jumped on that bet, but, he was a more well-rounded guy, and I've been waiting to fade Ruzaboyev. It's just, but Buckley, man, great moment, and then he kills it with the Conor call out. Why, dude? One, you have a 0 point. You're not getting a Conor McGregor fight off of a decision win over Nursultan Ruzaboyev. Brother, read the room. What are you doing? Main event, Derek Lewis, someone who does know how to capitalize on his little moments, big moments. But Derek Lewis, gets the big knockout. He had some moments. Nascimento got him down, had some moments, but Derek Lewis, I honestly was never really too worried. I'm not gonna even when Nascimento had him mounted at one point, I was like, we're good. Sure enough, rolls him right over, gets up, starts getting on top of him. You even saw Derek Lewis shoot a takedown or two. I was honestly waiting though. I was like, the shot's gonna come. And then third round, right at the beginning, just clips him, drops him. Derek Lewis, dude's so dangerous, man. The knockout king. Happy to see him have another great moment in there. I was so confident in this fight. It's hard to be super confident about a Derek Lewis fight, but I honestly, I told you guys I was tempted to double down. I wish I would have, but hey, there was a couple spots I wish I would have jumped in on this week. I ended up minus 0.4 unit of a unit, basically half a unit. If Tisha would have got the decision, it would have been positive. If that Hooper by KO, that should have hit multiple times. And then the sub, we got some bad bounces, but we at least even with some really bad luck, we basically broke even. I can't really be mad about that. But, we'll smoke the Cody pack today. I'll be on stream on Twitch and YouTube here in a bit. We'll smoke the pain away. But GG's. Hope you made some money. Let me know in the comments what bets you hit. And I appreciate you guys for watching and supporting all week. As always, man, we'll be right back at it on Tuesday for my full card breakdown for next week. So I will catch you guys then, man. Hope you made out great and had a fun time watching the fights. I had a good amount of friends who were there at the fight, so I hope y'all had fun. But I will catch y'all Tuesday, man. Unless you come into the stream, I'll catch y'all there in 30 minutes. Other than that, peace.